the club for fishing every day. FISHINFRANK. You say you want to catch some fish.
I think I'm here. There I am. I can hear me now.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
You're definitely there.
Yeah.
No question about it.
Physically, anyway. Spiritually, I think I'm on another plane out there in non-existent land. I don't know. I hear it's going around, but all of a sudden, I was just going along and just pure fatigue. Want to lay down, go to sleep. I was sitting there, my head on the table. Josh was doing getting the report ready. First time I've ever tried to sleep before a report.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was actually waking you up or not because you definitely looked like you might be napping.
Tried to get as close as I could. I wasn't. I would have preferred to be sound asleep.
Right, I felt bad.
I was worried I was going to have a big old red mark on my head from where my head was laying down. That'll be funny. Then it'll match my nose in a couple weeks.
Could have woke you up with my emotional support power drill.
I have the countermeasure.
Well, yeah, but if you're sleeping.
If I'm sleeping, yes. You wouldn't think this is dangerous, but in the hands of a professional.
I've got the pliers too, so.
Yeah, I get a sinker. I got multiple shots.
Yeah.
Well,
look,
okay.
This is supposed to be the viewer fishing report, is what it's supposed to be.
That's right. Viewer fishing report.
Some viewer photos that they have sent us to be included in the viewer fishing report. So they're excited. They want to be a part of it.
And this is my favorite show that we do. Getting to show other people, what people are actually catching, what's going on out there in the world. And thank you guys so much. We had viewers from Tennessee, I think Iowa, Northport, Sarasota, Cape Coral. We had people comment from all over. It's just, we get
Long Island, Ohio. Yeah, they're all over the place here. Ontario. Crystal River. Yep.
Hey, Canada.
Virginia. Alva.
That's a nice town. I've been there several times.
Bad. Yeah.
Tennessee. No, I like Alva.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I like Alva.
You sound like
it's
you
were like,
Alva. Alva's a nice town.
It's not too bad. Did you know that Alva used to be the home of one of the largest colonies of captive corn snakes in Florida?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Bill and Kathy Love were breeding corn snakes in Alva, Florida.
Wow.
By the thousands.
Who was the guy outside of town that used to do the venom stuff?
Bill Haast.
Bill Haast, yeah.
Bill Haast.
Took Robert out to meet him one time.
Yeah. Corn snakes don't have any venom.
So no, I like
Bill
corn
probably
snakes.
didn't care too much about that.
I have 28 steps to get up to my house. It's very tall. And I go up. What's sitting next to the front door? Corn snake.
Yeah.
I mean,
they climb.
I guess he thought it was a tree or something.
Exactly. It was a tree.
You would think you have a stilt house, right? And you're literally 13 feet up above the ground level. And all of a sudden, there's critters, there's snakes, there's raccoons. I mean, you name the critters. They're all going up there.
I'll bet if we name the critters, they're all critters that climb trees. You don't get any gopher tortoises up there, do you?
Very few.
Bunny rabbits?
No, but I wouldn't mind.
See, it's the tree climbing critters.
Yeah, I gotta find the tree climbing bunny rabbits. I haven't been feeding them for a while. And so we don't have that many around the house now.
That will slow them down.
Yeah. Yeah, they like that. Josh says I was giving them Captain Crunch. But it was colorful. It's they like the parrot food.
Yeah.
They hate if you get the rabbit food, they don't eat more than half of it.
Boring.
Yeah. It's hay and stuff. They can just go out in the yard and get that.
Yeah.
So anyway, enough about that. But we got to go to that, and so I got to get up, right?
Well, at some point, I mean, that's the way that we've done this previously. So
all right.
I figured we'd do it that way. There's lots of options, but...
Okay. I'm getting up. There we go.
All right. Let's get you in there.
Where are we starting out first?
Let's see here now. We have
One of these
got-
days, we got to do like a pan around the room so people can see what actually is going on here.
I don't want to do that.
Or we'll just leave them in suspense.
If you guys want to see it, come on down and see it. We'll let you hang out in the studio. Come on down.
Speaking of which, we're going to be, we're working on this, which I told you about. The Roland doesn't work, and Roland's, but that's our old 4-channel mixer. We have an upgraded one, but we had all the equipment that would work with it. So we're going to try and get that so we can put Think Like a Fish in its own little studio and be able to come in and win prizes and do stuff. And it's going to take a little while to get everything renovated. Got to get Chuck Hepp from Chuck's Custom Carpentry, who built basically our desk and the room and the
All the
green
stuff.
screen. Everything in here Chuck built.
Yeah.
Well, to my house, he built everything at my house. But Chuck from Chuck's Custom Carpentry, we're going to figure out another studio design because this one's just too small to do it.
A little bit.
We're
Just a little
taking a
bit.
hiatus. And then what we're going to probably end up doing is having people submit, and we're going to be doing it like on a Sunday where we can just record a bunch of shows, give people prizes. You know, we're going to get stuff out of the bait shop. So
Now we're talking about the game show, okay? Not
Yeah.
this show. This show doesn't go on hiatus.
no, this show's going to stay as long as you're willing to send stuff in to Frank at fishandfranks.com. And
That
who
was a
is this?
fantastic segue. I really appreciate how smoothly you just slotted that right in there. That was nice.
Yeah, well, who is this?
This is Brody, and you
Look
may
at that.
you may remember Brody because we saw him with his first snook last week.
Mm-hmm.
Brody's 9 years old, and here he is with his second and his third snook.
Brody, way to go, buddy. Look at that. That is an awesome fish. Great grip, holding it right.
Yep.
Brody,
That's a
you are the
happy-looking
man.
kid right there.
Look at that. Wow. Nice.
Fantastic.
Very nicely done.
Yep. And you know, extra style points, by the way, for the sunset here in the background. That's just nice.
Yeah.
This is a keeper forever photo.
Brody, he's the man. He's got it down.
Yeah, this is when you break out
That's
again at
too
the wedding.
cool.
That's what you do with this.
I like that.
All right. Now, I don't know which one of these was second and which one was third, but here's the other one. So
There you go. That kid can go at it. Look at that. Nice fish.
yeah, I don't think it's too long before we have a third and a fourth and a fifth and a sixth.
Oh, I think it's going to keep going. Look at that.
Yep. So there's Brody fishing whitebait in Port Charlotte down at Port Charlotte Beach and catching himself some snook.
Yep. And looks like he's at the boat ramp.
Yep.
Yep. That, you know, I've told people, they look at me and go, the boat ramp?
Why would there be fish there at the boat ramp?
Because people come up, they have bait in their live wells. They go, oh, okay, let's get rid of all this bait before we get out.
Yeah.
And they get fed all the time there.
I don't know why they would hang out there.
I
What a
don't know
silly
why they
thing
would
for them
hang
to
out
do.
there either. Free food, structure overhead, you know.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
no sense. How weird.
Just doesn't make any sense to
Yeah.
me.
Whatever you do, don't go fishing there.
No, don't bother.
All
Oh, look at that.
So here we have
Here-
Brian DeCook of
Yep.
Wheatfield, Indiana, and he's got a shark.
Way to go, Indiana. Looks like a bonnet, doesn't it?
Take a look at those spots.
Atlantic sharpnose.
This is a sharp nose. Take a look at those
tell.
claspers. This is a male.
Yep.
So, yep.
That is my favorite eating fish of anything out there. See, when you're looking at the head from here on the screen,
Yes, I see it.
it looks like the eye is bulging out towards me.
I wasn't disagreeing with you. I didn't say you had anything incorrect there.
Yeah.
I fully understood the reason
My
why you.
favorite eating fish is the Atlantic sharpnose, but filleted, not staked. Got to fillet it. If you got it when you catch it and then fillet it out, just the meat. But if you fillet it up, it's a shark. You can't tell it from a bull shark
You mean
or
steak
anything
it up?
else. Just what?
If you steak it up.
Yeah, if you cut it in the steaks, it's a shark. That's still good, but fillet it out. Oh my God, that's my favorite eating fish.
Yep. And that's right around the perfect eating size right there.
That's the size I keep to eat. Yep. I probably keep 2 a year to
Okay.
eat, and I catch them that day, take them home, flay them up, and cook them that night.
So
I won't. There's not enough sharks for me to waste them putting them in the freezer.
yeah.
I want to have it fresh that night, and I'll do that twice a year.
And it does lose something in the freezing thawing process.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely, it'll change the texture. So,
Yeah, it's just. But tell me his name again.
This is Brian DeCock.
Brian, nice code, buddy.
DeCook. DeCook
Okay,
is how we're going to pronounce that.
he's not the cook, but he's not a cook. He's like the cook.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
like DeCook. So,
Man, that guy's good grip on the shark too. Probably like to see the hands a little bit more, but I can understand why you're doing it there. That sharp nose, they're going to lunge around, but you got them under control. That was a good job.
So this is over by the skating rink in about 6 feet of water. They were chasing around after bait pods and did get bit off, thanks by Spanish mackerel. Also, they found Spanish mackerel in Alligator Creek Reef and in Boca Grande Pass. And if they were fishing with live shrimp, they were catching Spanish mackerel. They caught about 20 of them in 2 hours between the three of them.
Very cool.
So didn't send us any
Nice
pictures
day
of
on
the
the
Spanish
water.
mackerel, but
Yeah, but that's a great picture.
We do have pictures of the sharp-nosed sharks caught on the shrimp too, I believe.
Was there another picture?
Yes, there is. This one's Brian, and here's Joe. Joe DeCook, I believe this is Joe anyway. I'm not sure of the numbering, of Limon, Colorado.
Awesome.
So he's got himself a little shark too.
Yep. That's great.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And then
nice
we have
fish, buddy. Oh, look at that. That's
Wyatt.
a nice size one.
Wyatt DeCook of DeMott, Indiana.
So they're all related.
They are.
Very, very cool.
They're all a
Look
bunch
at
of
that.
cooks. And they're all catching Atlantic sharpnose. And as you can see by their exposed genitals here, these are all males.
Yep.
So nothing but boys. If you really want one of those things to go crazy, touch on those claspers.
No,
They don't like it. They don't like it at all.
I can tell you if somebody grabbed my claspers, I'd have a bit of opinion about it too. So I get that. Oh, black drum.
Yeah, they're a pretty good one here.
That's nice.
So Captain Chris, with one of those big black drum hooked around the bridges, he said that they caught a bunch of them, all on dead stinky blue crab for bait, using 60-pound braid, 40-pound leader, and just dead sticking the crabs down there on the bottom.
And by dead sticking, all that means is cast it out, put it in the rod holder, and leave it alone. Let the rod act like it's dead, because if you move it around, it's not dead. So you want to cast it out, just set the rod in the rod holder, and let the fish do its thing on it. Because the more you move it around, the longer it takes for a black drum to eat it.
Yep.
You'll get more fish by not moving it.
Now, he said there were also some tarpon up the river on the incoming tide eating whitebait, but they had to leave when the tide went slack because they got overrun by catfish.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, the catfish are moving in big. What we got to do is I got to come up with a really good catfish recipe, and maybe next year we'll have a big fish fry. Silk cat, hard heads only.
right?
And just tell everybody go out, catch like 10 of them and bring them, and we'll put a bunch of grills. But the only way I've really had where I enjoy, I've eaten catfish in many different forms, and they're all okay. But if you take shore lunch, S-H-O-R-E, lunch, put shore lunch, flay them out, get just the tail fillet, fillet the ribs or the head, just the tail, cut it into cubes, and put shore lunch on it and deep fry them, and it's just awesome. Great way to eat them. If we could get a bunch of portable, fryers,
Portable turkey fryers out there?
order up a bunch of shore lunch, I bet you, we could get hundreds of catfish brought in.
I'll bet we could get a bunch.
Yeah, and then just feed everybody in the parking lot.
The first annual Fishin' Frank's Feast of Catfish.
Well, it would be a way of thinning them out. We keep trout. We keep the black drum. We keep snook. We keep redfish. We keep these other fish, but everybody lets sailcat go. It gives them an unfair advantage because people want to eat them.
Yeah.
But if we could come up with a way of thinning their numbers, making it more equal standing, for the other fish, and everybody have a good time and get fed, that I think would be a reasonable way to do it.
And I think people would start to realize that, hey, wait a minute, these are edible fish. They're not just garbage like a lot of people seem to think they are.
Well, back in the 40s, snook was considered garbage, trash fish, couldn't eat it. By the late 50s, they had become a game fish because they started developing down here in Florida, and a couple dumb Yankees came down from up north and filleted them out, didn't cook them whole. People cook fish whole when they're trying to feed themselves as meat protein. You want to not waste anything. You eat the eyes, you eat the meat, you eat any part of it, liver, whatever you've got in there. You're going to eat all that stuff because you're trying to survive. Once things pass survival mode and you're into recreational entertainment flavor, then people learn more stuff about critters. That, oh, this is good, that's good, and that same thing happened to snook and redfish. Both of them at one point were considered garbage fish because they were cooked in whole condition. Now that they're being filleted, obviously people really like them. But why don't we do that to the sail cats and try and thin them out a little bit? Have like one or two big, at least one big catfish fry.
I think it's worth it just to show people that they're food.
Yeah. So
that alone.
Something we can work on for next year. All right. But great black drum. Ooh, what was that?
It was me zipping past one just a little bit too fast.
That was good.
So this is Dan Shelley from New Hampshire.
Hey, Dan.
Dan says he's been down here kayak and beach fishing in Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte and having a blast. He said he's fishing with live shrimp most of the time. He's catching mangrove snapper. He's catching snook, redfish, trout, the whole deal. And here's one of the redfish that he's got.
Very nice. Look at that.
And this area looks real familiar down here. This looks a whole like the Ponce de Leon Park boat ramp is what that looks like.
So, it could be.
Pretty sure that's where we're at. Sorry about blowing out your secret spot,
sure
buddy,
on the curve.
Yeah, pretty sure.
The whole thing about this is what people don't realize. They say, okay, I'm going to go out and fish in the kayak and catch a bunch of fish. Start at the boat ramp, but learn the water. Start casting, working it. Don't get so absorbed you've got to leave here and go there to catch a fish. If you start fishing right away, most of the time you can catch so many fish very, very close to the boat ramp. Slowly extend your knowledge out. But look at the bank, cast up under it, learn where the fish are and which tide. Work those same areas over and over until you learn them. And once you've learned that, every few trips, just go out a little further. Before you know it, you can go, oh, I see the tide and it looks like this. And boom, you go out there, you catch fish because you know what's going on. But people tend to go through and they don't catch anything in that first quarter mile. They don't want to go back to it. I didn't catch anything there.
Yeah.
Well, the next time you go, the tide will be different. And that might be when all the fish are there. The only way you learn that, when the fish are there, how the fish are there, how to catch them, go there, do it. Every time you go and launch there, fish that same section. You can go off different places, but pick an eighth of a mile or a quarter mile or something and just fish that every time you go through there. Then you'll know when the fish are there, why they're there, what they're eating. You'll learn. Just random willy-nilly all over the place, you don't learn anything. You just learn that, are you lucky or aren't you? This is beautiful trout.
It is. And this also looks familiar. This looks like the seawall down there by Boca Grande Pass. And what I really like about this photo, okay, we've got a really nice trout here. Yes.
Right.
And then we've got trout.
Trout.
He had a plan. He knew what was going to happen, so he went out there and made it happen. You wear your trout hat, and what do? You
I got the hat. Yep. I got the fish.
It's undoubtedly going to happen. We know what's going to happen.
What's his name?
This is Dan from New Hampshire. Dan
Hey,
Shelley.
Dan. Very cool, buddy.
All right. So
look at that.
Here we have a photo sent to us by David Schwartz, who is thanking us first for our input and help out on the fishing scene. Said he went out with his 3-year-old granddaughter, Eloise. This is her very first fishing trip. So,
wow, Eloise. Hi, Eloise. That is gorgeous. Look at that. And the
So-
fish is cool too.
It is. So he came down here. He got some shrimp at Fishin' Frank's and then set it up a bobber rig the way I taught him to. And they went out and they had a great time on her first 3 casts. Okay, now this is her first fishing trip. First 3 casts, 3 sheepshead.
Really?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Look
Just
at that.
like
One
that.
for every
As
year.
easy as it
That's
could be.
perfect.
So, she
Look
could
at
teach a clinic on this.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a picture I needed today. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome.
Yep.
Look at
Cute
her.
little
Cute
3-year-old
sheephead.
granddaughter size sheepshead. It's perfect.
You
So-
just don't get any better than that.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe. Oh, look at there. Yeah, well, we got pretty much equals anyway. It might not be better, but it's at least as good.
No, we got a better one.
Oh, we got a better one
Oh yeah,
coming?
we got a better one coming.
Oh, look
so
at
here
that.
she is. She's looking at the sheepshead.
So-
That's great.
So excited.
You know, look
Oh,
at the
look at
excitement
that.
on the
What is
face
that?
there. Looking down here at the fish, and the fish isn't even biting his thumb off or anything. But no, I think this is the best shot right here. Because
Oh,
there
yeah.
goes the tail. We can see it just disappearing. And there it went. Off it went. Goodbye.
I'm glad he put that picture in. Oh, no.
Yep.
Off it goes.
There it's gone. We just have a tail.
Years ago, I had my own TV show, and we had 4 years we were on TV. And the number one show that was ever on was me trying to hold this pinfish in the bait room. And every time I picked it up and I'd start to say something about it, and off it would go. And it happened like 15 times. That poor fish never gave up, never slowed down. Every time I pick him up, he just off again. It was crazy, but that's a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Her name again?
That's Eloise on her
Eloise.
first fishing trip, and hopefully we'll get to see her next fishing trip.
Hi,
too.
Eloise. Great day fishing. You're a great fisherman, Eloise. Fisher girl.
Fisher girl. Fisher person.
Girl. Fisher person.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So this is Inés Carrick. Quick trip out in the Peace River, caught Spanish mackerel at the I-75 bumpers on a Yozuri crankbait, and then another one at the 41 bridge on a silver spoon.
Wow. Spoons are hard to do. Everybody says, oh, I'm going to throw spoons. But to actually catch fish with a spoon takes talent because you got to slow down. You got to get the right speed. You've got to work it really, really correctly in order to catch fish. And awesome. I'm so impressed. And her name again?
Inés Carrick. I hope I'm
Inés?
pronouncing I-N-E-Z. Inés.
I-N-E-Z.
E-Z.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She may say it Inez. I'm not sure. It might be Inés. Depends on how she decides to pronounce it. Which she'll probably send me a thing telling me I'm pronouncing it wrong, like everybody else does.
Yeah,
That's okay.
well.
Listen, I'm doing the best I can. Okay. And then, of course, she has a photo here of Fred, who was greeting them back at the Lashley Marina when they came back in. So,
Nice mackerel. Nice mackerel. That was very cool.
I'm kind of liking this shot of Fred. Fred's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
We've got one that comes up by the house all the time. And once you feed him, you become part of a regular route. So I haven't fed him. He only shows up a couple times a year to see if somebody else may have moved in
Just
who's
in
willing
case.
to feed him.
Hey.
You know. But
So, for anybody who cares, this is an American egret. The large white bird that we have down here is the American egret. And this one is in breeding colors because we can see the lures here are green instead of being yellow. And also we have the long plumes down here, which they used to kill these birds for to decorate ladies' hats back in the day. And which we don't do that anymore.
no.
So,
I would like to see people go back to fur clothing, leather, sustainable stuff. When I lived up north as a kid, there was all these farms that raised animals for fur and stuff. There was thousands and thousands of them. Everybody would make a lot of money going out and getting the animals ready to process the furs, chinchillas, minks, all these other things. And then everybody went, oh, can't do that. Now there's almost none left. Called conservation through commercialism. And people need to start wearing chinchilla jackets and mink and all that other stuff. Because when you decide you're not going to wear it anymore, it goes away into nothing. I wear cotton. Now, I wear hemp, but I like stuff that when I throw it away, it dissolves to nothing. Nylon shirts and synthetic fabrics. It just piles up in landfills. It's bad for the planet. It doesn't help. Doesn't help anything to wear synthetics. And I don't think it's good for you to have synthetic stuff on your body all the time. I just don't like it. I like when people wore natural fibers from plants or animals, and it was sustainable, and we had thousands of these animals, tens of thousands, and now they're almost extinct. This is not good. And I know it goes against what everybody else says, but
my shirt is made of petroleum products.
Yours is a petroleum product shirt.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I know the dye in this to make it blue is probably not good for me, but as far as I'm concerned, I like cotton, I like hemp, I like natural fibers. I don't like synthetic stuff.
But your shirt does look blue here on the screen, but it's actually purple. I'm looking at it in real life.
Yeah, it's actually purple, and I'm sure that's not right. But look at the fish. Now that's a bonnet, right? I
that
see the
is
shadow.
A bonnet head, yes.
I'm looking for the shadow to make sure that it's sticking out towards me. Look at that.
Bonnet head on the bonnet. So, yep, there
Those
it is right there.
Those are so feisty. I mean, they don't jump, really, but you get some swirls and head shakes and stuff out of them. And they're just really cool to get one of those up to the boat because, you're technically grabbing a hammerhead shark by the...
You are.
This woman is now Tarzan, and who is she? I haven't looked there. The guy.
I'm pretty sure this
who
is a dude.
I didn't mean to. I had looked. I was looking at the fish, and I just looked over and saw a green shirt. I usually don't do that because he's going to come in and beat the hell out of me.
Well,
he's going to beat the hell out of me. I know that
because you're a senior citizen, and there's.
Well, I think he is too. I just saw the gray in his face.
Well, I mean, he does look like he might be close to your age. I don't know. I think you look a little older, but.
Yeah, I'm older than he is, I'm sure. But what a beautiful shark.
Okay, so
and I was just looking at the sleeves, and I don't know why I said that. I'm usually not that stupid. But what's his name?
This is Robert Schoon.
Oh, and it's a Robert. That's good.
Robert Schoon.
Knowing Robert for the last 30 years, this is going to be trouble for me. He is not going to let this go. He's going to come in and knock the heck out of me.
Yeah, well, I guess that seems fair.
I feel like I will be abused.
Somewhere over here. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see what
hey, you're a good-looking guy. All I can say.
You're making it worse.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying so hard.
Just
that's horrible.
Stop.
Shut up, Frank. Okay.
Double headers. Like Frank and Josh.
There we go.
Pair of dipsticks?
Yes, like that.
Checking the oil. We need 2 dipsticks. Here we got them.
So,
2 bonnets. 3 bonnets.
They said that the bonnet heads are hitting pretty hard over there on Cape Hayes. They were getting multiple double headers on dead shrimp and also ended up with 1 triple header plus 8 singles before they ran out of bait.
Oh, cow.
Let's see. 1 triple, that's 3. 2 doubles, that's 4. So that's 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 bonnet head sharks.
Here we've got a great angler. I mean, guy really knows what he's doing, and I'm saying stupid garbage at it.
And not only that, but they were renaming double headers to Frank and Josh.
Yes, and I am never going to live this down out of my head. I'm like, what the heck was I thinking? I don't know why I looked. So, because he looks almost like RJ.
He does, a little bit like RJ.
He looks a lot like my buddy RJ.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at
who you hardly ever mistake for a woman.
I never do. And I don't know if it's because my glasses are fogged or I was actually sleeping 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm laying there. And
find something to put the blame on, Frank.
No, I'm just blamed on my foggy brain and lack of common sense.
And they've decided to call the triple headers the FRJ. The Frank, Robert, and Josh. So.
Oh, okay. Great guys, and I do that. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's okay, Frank. I'm sure they'll forgive you. Please stop banging your head on the wall.
Okay.
I believe there are some more feminine pictures here, if you give me just a second.
Oh.
There we go. So this is Janae Stanley fishing with Robert Schoon. They are fishing together. And
see, I just knew she was coming out.
You knew that was going to happen.
I knew
in a minute.
There's going to be a good-looking woman there holding a really cool trout. And is that on a spoon?
It is on a spoon.
You would think with as big as that TV is, I would be able to see clearly. Gold spoon, look at that.
Gold spoon.
That takes some talent. That is cool.
This fish, I believe, was caught at Pekin's Ranch Cove.
What?
Pekin's Ranch Cove.
I have no idea where that is.
Off Gasparilla, south of the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yep. So...
You know, I do better on things that were 50, 100, 150 years ago than I do on the, more recent stuff.
I don't know when they named Pekin's Ranch Cove, but I don't think it was recent.
But look at that. Nice.
So
very nice. Great job, young lady.
Good fish. And here she is with
look at that.
a couple of jacks caught off the point there at Little Gasparilla.
Oh my God.
So
now if you got a smoker, that is a unbelievable catch. Now, we don't classify jacks as very edible, but commercially it's a very high priced food fish because there's many countries and many places that think of these as delicacy, and from the very small ones or the very oversized ones. But having jack crevalle on a smoker where you get a nice mild spice recipe, it is amazing. And it's one of the only fish, because if you smoke a cobia or a marlin or all these other sailfish or whatever it is, kind of all just tastes like smoked fish. Mullet, out till you get to the nasty bits on it, is nice. But jack, very even flavor throughout the whole fillet. They don't have the dark red strip. It's just kind of distributed. But what a wonderful flavor, wonderful texture for smoking.
And I've always felt that jack was more like meat than it is like fish. I've always got more of that kind of a beef flavor out of it. I mean, it doesn't taste like beef, but it's kind of that.
It's not a flaky fish consistency.
No,
spade fish, jack, they've got that just kind of overall meat. And but yeah, that would be an amazing treat if I get that to my neighbor and have him put them on the smoker. He's got a great recipe for that. Look at there. Yep. Now, who is this?
This is still her, Janae Stanley, and with another trout.
For some reason, I can't see today. Ooh, look at the. Let's see where it is. Big teeth. Look at the size of that thing there. He's got all these teeth down here. And there's more teeth hidden in here, but look at the size of that fang.
Yep.
And there's usually two of them. When we tell you, come to Florida, don't put your fingers anywhere you haven't seen, because it looks like a trout. You up north, you grab these little trout. They have
no
nothing.
Problem.
You grab this one, it goes thunk, and now you've got incisions. So nice, very good. Very. Oh, those
getting
are some big
the trout two at a time
Look
here.
At that. Those got to be close to 30 inches.
I don't know if they're that big, but they're good sized fish.
I would say 27, 26, 28.
I don't know how big her hands are. I'm gonna guess these fish at more like that 22-inch range.
Okay, but I would have guessed 3-4 inches higher than that. Yeah. Just because, where her hand is here.
Yeah.
And then you've got, so that's about 4 inches, 8. 12, 16, yeah, maybe.
Either way, good sized trout.
Nice.
Good eating fish.
Very nicely done. Great fish.
All right. So this is John in Punta Gorda. This is redfish caught on a frozen shrimp in Burnt Store Isles on the south rim of the canal. And that is the sum total of the information that I have. So don't ask me any more questions.
The last guy just said they were catching them on dead shrimp, frozen shrimp. This guy catching them on frozen shrimp. When you're, it does. I don't want that. It doesn't work. Tell me his name again.
John.
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 Okay, nice job, John. Great redfish, and there was a guy came in the store. We're out of live shrimp late in the day. We had sold out of live shrimp. Took a bag of frozen. Comes back and goes, I said, how'd you do? And he's, man, I had the best day. I caught so many fish. It was just unbelievable. He's raving about the fishing trip. He said, I need 2 dozen live shrimp. I said, well, good news is, again, because of the weather, we're out of live shrimp. But I got the same bag of frozen you had the last time. You had such a good. What do you mean you got no live shrimp? He's all upset with me, and I'm like, and look at this. John catches that beautiful redfish on it. The other guy was catching bonnet sharks on it.
Yeah.
Who's the guy with the bonnet sharks?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, you've got all.
I do have it. I'm trying to find
Josh
it.
has got columns and columns and columns and columns he looks through. And I just think of, Super Josh. He can handle that anyway.
No, there's too many things on here. I already scrolled past it. I can't find
That's
it.
That's all right. We got John here.
The point is that they eat it.
Yes.
So, yeah. And look at the tail on this thing. Check out the tail on this redfish.
Okay.
Look at how deep the dip is in that tail.
And the points.
Yeah.
Got that blue tint on them.
And just a reminder to people when you're measuring these redfish that you got to make sure that you squeeze the tail down and get all the way out to the tail tips when you're measuring it.
You're bringing it down to the thickness of this. So when you do that, you've got to
make it fit your hand.
Okay. But you've got to make this fit this. And that puts the length way out here on these tips. Now it makes the little ones longer, but if he's 18 and you're going all the way out to here to get 18, there's just going to be no meat on them. Put them back. But when it comes to the 27-inch, you're wishing it was here.
Yeah. But if you measure that fish there
here
in the middle and you get, 27 inches, I can keep this fish. If you measure it the right way, that might be a 31-inch fish.
Yeah, because once you bring these points together, this is the line of length. And for you get a nice big fish, but if the marine patrol shows up, you get a nice big ticket.
Yeah. But a good catch down there, and of course they eat frozen shrimp. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, nice. Ooh, another mackerel. Mackerel fishing's got to be pretty good. I recognize that shack. I know where he's at.
I was going to say, it's too bad there's no recognizable things
way
in
to
here,
tell
so
where they are.
Can't tell where they're catching fish.
No way to tell where he's catching that fish. I think that's Rick's boat.
This is Laurie Krieger from Ohio with a 20-inch Spanish mackerel caught on a 3.5-inch swim bait, and she does notice that you can see where she was. Also wants us to tell Robert that she's back in town from Ohio so he can sign her another T-shirt. The last one the one last in the shop has that picture of us with the shirt signing. I'm not sure what that means.
Okay. Well, welcome back.
I was
glad
hoping that would make
now.
more sense if I read it more clearly, but it didn't. So
we're glad you're back in Florida. And welcome back. Glad you're here. I was just talking to a guy from Canada and, all kinds of stuff. And he was complaining about this, that, and the next thing. And I said,
well,
glad you're here. I mean, it's like, oh my goodness.
Nice
Everybody's
to see ya.
so wound up. Go out, go fishing and relax and don't take your phone. Turn it off while you're fishing. Just enjoy the wind, the water, and don't worry about your crazy government, our crazy government, everybody, all that. You're here to relax and go fishing.
Okay, but you need to leave the phone on so you can take the pictures so you can send them to us.
No, I just turn it and set it somewhere.
Yeah.
So, because you might get an emergency call or something. Yeah. That's the one good thing about phones. But, don't look at it.
No, don't look
at it. Put it away. Don't look at it. Enjoy the day and look at what you can do out there.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
I was hoping that there was a mackerel on the hat, but it's a snook instead. So
with Gasparilla Marina. Yeah.
Oh, well.
But I think that's Rick's boat. You know my buddy Rick.
I do.
Mm-hmm. I think that's his boat.
Okay. We're moving on to Steve.
Not a Spanish mackerel.
Not a Spanish mackerel at all. This is sent to us by Steve Lorero, who I've been pronouncing completely wrong.
Oh, did he phonetics it for you?
He did. And also he pointed out that the lowercase L that he begins his name with is actually an L and not an I. So it's actually way easier to pronounce now.
Okay. And say his name again.
Steve Lorero.
Okay.
So
hey, Steve.
So
nice fish.
This is actually not Steve in the picture. This is his buddy, Gene Colifrath, who is here from Pennsylvania. And they went out fishing Lake Okeechobee on Sunday and caught 15 bass up to 6 pounds.
Way to go, man.
So,
welcome to Florida. Glad you're vacationing here.
Yep. So a very good looking fish.
Really
looks nice and healthy. Fat.
Can you see what's on the rod?
Everything's clean here. I don't think we can see. What are we using for?
Yeah, I didn't know if you had a worm or something you could see on there.
Yeah,
because that's a nice fish. I'd like to know what he caught it on. Steal his ideas.
He's keeping secrets from.
He's keeping secrets. That was good. Cut the tip off so you can't see the lure. Yep. Oh, look at that. Again, now, nice fish.
This is Steve. But this is not one of their Okeechobee fish. This is from trip number 2, where he and Gene hired a guide out of Headwaters Lake on Tuesday, and they doubled their catch with 30 bass up to about 7 pounds.
Wow.
So good fish.
Nice fish. Great job, guys.
Now, Steve, your phone is doing that thing where it gets you real sharp, but then it gets the fish real blurry. So, you know, we like looking at you and all, but we want your fish to be sharp. So tell your phone that you're a fish.
The little round circle in there, when you hold your phone up, a lot of them have a little circle in the middle. Just put that over the fish. And what somebody did was point it there at him. But it's still a beautiful fish.
But this may be software related because it's doing this thing where it's making the background all soft too. So I'm not sure. Some of the phones have that capability to make everything else blurry and keep you in focus. So
I didn't even notice, but I can't see that well today.
We noticed that.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm not doing well anyway. What's the next picture?
So there's Steve, and then here's Gene with one of the fish on that guided trip.
Very cool.
A nice chunk of a bass. Good fish.
Nice.
Much rather be here than Pennsylvania, wouldn't you, Gene? I don't blame you a bit. So, and then this is from trip number 3. So before going back to Pennsylvania, Gene wanted to catch some of our invasive species. So Steve took him over to Lake Ida.
Okay.
You've been there?
No.
So it's on the East Coast. This is one of the places Morris Campbell used to fish a lot.
Oh, okay.
It's Lake Ida. So they cast netted some shad there on the lake, and they caught some fish. This is Steve with one of the native Florida bass. So that's...
I was going to say, you were prefacing this, and I'm thinking, am I missing something? I know I can't identify anything today.
You know how this goes. Lake Ida has all the things, including these things. So here's Gene.
Clown knife?
Yep, with a clown knife fish, his first one ever. So crazy looking fish. If you've never seen one of these things, look at how weird that head is shaped. Look at the eye way up here and the mouth all the way back to here, and the head's very flat. And then when you get into the body is not really like any other fish that we have out here. That's all you get for a dorsal fin, is that little thing right there. But the anal fin goes from here all the way back, and when you get to the tail, well, it just kind of keeps going. It wraps around.
And
bizarre fish.
This fish can swim backwards very well. Swims forward, but it can swim backwards exceptionally well. It's one of the only fish that does good this way and that way.
And you can see it's trying to swim away here. So the reason that fin looks like that is because it's actively undulating that fin as the photo is being taken. It's trying to leave, but it can't.
I don't know. Are they edible? I've caught them. I just never thought about eating one.
So where they're native, they're actually a highly prized food fish. So I decided I was going to try one.
Any idea where that is?
Yeah, this species is native to India.
India. Well, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people from India, and I go to Indian restaurants every once in a while, very seldom, because they have a very unique palate.
Well, and it must be when it comes to fish, because trying to cut into this fish was a very interesting experience. The flesh is almost fibrous.
Yeah.
It's not like any other fish meat that I've ever seen. And it's just shot through with that stuff. And I said, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to get through this the way it is. We'll just go ahead and cook it. and it stayed fibrous. There's nothing
Really?
flaky about it. It's just really, really weird textured.
I've
So-
been out and I've caught, I don't know, 2-3 dozen of these maybe, but I just fought them, come up. I took a couple pictures of them, let them go. But yeah, I never thought about eating one. I don't know why, but
Yeah, and they let theirs go too. So,
but if you put enough curry on something,
I don't know if there is enough curry for this one. On the other hand,
look at that.
fish right there. Oh boy, a bullseye snakehead.
A
that-
bullseye snakehead.
That is a good eating fish.
Really?
Oh yeah, that is an absolutely fantastic table fish.
I have never eaten a snakehead.
Probably.
Now, is there different types of snakehead that
So
more or less
there
edible?
are a bunch of different species. This is the only one I think that we have established in Florida, the bullseye snakehead, named for this pattern right here in his tail.
Okay.
But an absolutely, yes, definitely you want to eat that fish.
So you
Delicious
want to
fish.
flay it out?
Oh, yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah,
Very
very,
cool.
very clean white meat. Probably,
Nice job, bud.
probably
Look
the
at
best
that.
freshwater eating fish that we have here in the state.
That is amazing.
And nothing that we have over here on this side either. So you really need to go over there to the
Yeah, you
East
gotta
Coast
go to the East
to catch
Coast.
these things. But yeah, what a weird looking fish. And sometimes people mistake these things for our local mudfish, bowfin, which I don't quite fully understand how they make that
The
mistake.
bowfin is so much bigger through here.
But I'll tell you the quickest way to find out for sure.
Teeth.
Right underneath the jaw on the bottom of the chin,
Right.
a bowfin has a little latch underneath there. There's a long scale that covers a pot, and you can actually take and put your finger into that pocket.
Okay.
And it's very recognizable. The first time you see it, you'll look at it and you'll put your finger in there. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And a snakehead doesn't have that. So
Okay.
it's absolutely 100%.
Don't put your finger in the mouth of either
Don't
one.
put your finger in the mouth.
Of a bowfin or of a snakehead.
Yeah.
You will not be happy with the results.
You really won't be. So you see how he's holding this thing by the side of the face.
Yep.
So as not to put his fingers in its mouth.
Yeah.
So-
Nice.
But definitely a cool fish. And
Yeah,
like I
nice
said,
and,
one you're not really going to see over here. You got to
the
go over to the other side
snakeheads.
of the state.
Very cool.
Okay, so
Who do we got here?
this is Tom H., and here is his report. We left March 22nd, 1 a.m. out of Clearwater Pass, netted pilchards at the bridge, and then headed out. First spot we went to was the weather buoy. There's the weather buoy, 84 miles out. Got a big blackfin tuna on a vertical jig as the sun was coming up. A pod of about 20 dolphins came through and stayed around the boat, so we decided to drift back off the buoy. The dolphin stayed with us, but was still able to catch another big blackfin on a flat line, and they didn't go after that. And then they left and tried some bottom fishing at the elbow with not too much action. Released a big amberjack, a couple small red groupers and sharks, and then moved from spot to spot bottom fishing. Saw some topwater blow-ups. They were able to pick off
Is
another.
that an amberjack?
That's a blackfin.
That's a blackfin. Okay. I just couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time today.
I know.
All right.
They got another big blackfin tuna and a
Yeah,
couple
look at the
bonita
shape
on
of
the
the head.
topwater before they swam down, and then they ended the day there.
Big
so-
topwater?
Yeah, they were throwing topwaters for the tuna and the bonita.
All right. Go back a couple pictures of the one they had. Yeah,
That one.
there.
Yeah.
We get those right here outside of Boca Grande Pass and, right along this coast. But they're about, let's see, move my hands over, 5-10 pounds. They're not huge. Some of them, they get up to about 15 pounds, and then they kind of move up and down and all that. But they are some of the best eating. When they're small like that, and you'll see a big school of bonita boiling up, the whole surface of the water. It looks like a submarine's coming up, just boom, 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 and literally the foam is coming up. The froth is a foot and a half above the surface of the surrounding water, and you'll see this just massive thing of fish going on. Trying it so that you can cast just past it on the side, not ever throwing into the school, but out and bringing it along the side. Because you want to throw past that school and count to about 5 6. When you see the splash your lure hit, count 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. Start bringing it back. That school is probably going down 15 feet. You got to get past that, and then you'll see the blackfin hanging out there. So little tiny Hopkins spoons that are heavy but small. Pompano jigs work really well because you can throw a very heavy pompano jig and it's only a couple inches long. Once you get into 4 inches, those tuna underneath there that are 20 inches long, not like this. This is a monster. He'll eat anything. But those small ones, you got to have little bitty baits for them. And every once in a while you catch the bonita that size on those little baits. But those little tuna, oh, are they good? Yep. And they're right there. But
absolutely.
They're using the bonita as cover because safety in numbers. So the bonita are doing all their thing. The blackfin are down there just eating the pieces because bonita eat really messy. So there's always pieces of fish falling down. They just hang out, eat what comes under them.
Yep. And sometimes if you have little blackfins, they'll get right up in there with the scrum.
Yeah.
But if you want those bigger ones, the biggest fish that are out there will be hanging out down below it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, a beautiful fish. And you can see how bloody these things are, though.
Oh, yeah. If you touch one of those fish, you're cleaning the boat for days after that. It's Clorox time.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it looks like, oh my God, he really hurt that fish. One little tiny puncture anywhere in that fish is going to produce that.
No.
He didn't hit it hard. If literally, you have no idea. The reason they're so active and so strong is they have a lot of iron in their blood, so it's really hard to get off the deck. But touch them anywhere, and they just bleed and bleed and bleed. That was probably a very small wound, and you fill the boat with it.
Yeah. Well, you want that blood out anyway. So
yeah, I'm just saying, it looks like it's horrific in a crime scene, but it literally is. The smallest nick would do the same thing. Yeah. I've taken a hook out of a bonita and just that little tiny hole and had all blood down the side of the boat, and like, really?
Yeah.
And he was fine. He swam away, and I watched him go, and he wasn't hurt a bit. He just shot blood everywhere.
Just the way it goes. But it's nice to have a report out of Tampa Bay. So.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you so much for that, by the way.
Yeah, we appreciate that,
And
Tom.
from the other coast, the bass fishing and the freshwater, that was awesome, too.
This one is not from the other coast. This one is from somewhere here in the
I
area.
recognize him.
Yeah, this is Tyler Schaffer, and Tyler was out fishing with a 1/4-ounce gold Aqua Dream spoon and was working shoreline for redfish. Could not get any snook or redfish to hit the artificial, but did get the jack to crush it.
Now, this report is spoon after spoon after spoon. I'm jealous. I'm just jealous. Awesome job, man. Nice fish. Really nice fish. That's great. And you're fishing Josh's style spoon. I fished the one like the woman had off the mackerel, the treble hook style, just because I've always caught a lot more fish with it. But, man, you guys are really proving me wrong.
So let's see. We also have this redfish caught on a live shrimp here. And he had a little smaller one that he didn't bother to take a picture of. But,
Nice.
That's
Very
okay.
nice.
That's the fish that wouldn't hit the spoon. But he did have an option. He fed a shrimp. So there you go. So eating Fish and Frank's live shrimp if they won't take the spoons.
Yep.
So, and then we had another set of photos from Tyler. So went out fishing.
This is another trip.
It is. Went out fishing the Lemon Bay Flats. Caught 6 or 7 trout, a small red, and a small snook. So he ended up with a slam, but he hadn't take a picture of the snook because it was only 20 inches.
Yeah, but
So
that was
now
your
he has
slam, buddy.
Yeah, now you have no proof of the slam.
That was your slam.
Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, he just made up the snook. So I told you,
You're
I'm
brutal.
skeptical by nature.
You're brutal. I mean, yeah. I understand. Josh is technical by nature. No picture,
Skeptical.
no proof, no
Skeptical.
slam.
That's right. Doesn't count.
I'm
for
willing
you.
to believe. I'm willing to believe.
But he's also.
But I also do spaceships and lizard people and stuff like that too. So
Yeah. So So, he's
Aliens coming in.
hand
I worked
pouring
with
his.
Josh for 16 years. Ask me if I believe in aliens.
He's hand pouring his own swim baits to catch some of these fish.
Oh,
so he's
look at
adding
that.
to the fun.
Nice
Look at that
trout.
trout.
Excellent job, sir.
Yeah,
Really nice.
That's a good one.
That's a pretty fish.
Yep. And you can see how much happier he looks with the trout than he does with the redfish. I mean, it's subtle, but either way, there's this face and then there's this face.
Yeah.
So
Little subtle difference. Subtle difference. I think this is a trout guy. He's got a pirate thing. He needs like the other guy, trout.
yes, he needs a trout
Complete.
hat. Get rid of this Buccaneers hat and get yourself a trout hat, son.
Yeah.
So. All right, moving on. These
No,
photos
that's a heck of
from-
a picture. I like the pose.
Yeah,
Yes.
the over the shoulder.
Yes,
That's a good
over
one.
to the shoulders.
So this is from Wayne Woodward. Hey guys, I've been watching your show all winter and see you don't get too many reports from the Venice area. Well, my boat's there, so here's a few fish from a pile of rubble just north of Sharky's. I believe this is Lou, L-U. That's what it says here. Lou picked up
Okay.
a few sheep. And then he lost a nice mangrove snapper at the boat, but he managed to catch a sheep's head for himself. So
Nice fish.
this is Lou with one of her sheep's head, but we've got the...
Nice fish.
I'm going to try to skip past that photo. There we go. Okay, so here is the photo of Wayne and his sheep's head.
I just love the sheep head. You know, look at how the dorsal's all up, but the bright white and dark black stripes. and
Yeah. Oh,
everything.
he's all spiked out for sure.
Yeah.
He's trying to bite too.
Yep.
But this is the better photo right here.
Okay.
Here, I gotta widen it out. So
All right.
you're gonna be in the way. So
I'll
There we
get
go.
out of the way here.
there we go.
There it is.
There's
Now,
the sheep's head over here disappearing.
that
So
I'm assuming was in the hand and going out of the hand.
I believe that is what happened. Yes. And,
Yeah.
and what I like here, okay?
Look at how
Note the sheep's head smile,
the sheep head.
and then
Sheep
this
head
is
smile.
this is the face you make when you just dropped your sheep's head overboard.
When the sheep heads go back in the water, this is the look you get.
You go from that
Yes.
to that.
There it is. I'm looking, got the reels up here, and that even if I hadn't seen the sheep head flying off into the distance,
you'd have a pretty good idea what had just happened.
I was like,
But yeah,
Not happy.
having the fish just
Absolutely not
heading out of
happy.
frame kind of takes all the mystery away from it. So,
that's funny.
all right, well, that's going to wrap us up. Frank, you want me to beam you back in here?
Yeah,
right.
I'm just gonna walk over.
I'm going to beam you in anyway.
Okay, there we go.
So, all right, let's get you in here. Let's get me out of there, and then let's get rid of all that
There
stuff.
we are.
There we go.
Okay,
So, a pretty good batch of photos for this week.
yeah.
You all right?
No, I haven't. I just felt like, I mean, I really feel bad, but it's, earlier I had the nasal stuff going on, my stomach all upset, and then I felt fine. I went out, I was doing some work downstairs, and all of a sudden I'm walking along, and it's like I was going to die. I was just going along and just, boom, I'm going to sit down. I mean, it was everything I could do to go up and get in the house. And then I laid down there for a while, and I started feeling a little better. Went in and took a shower, get ready to come into here. And I felt pretty good, but I got here, and once again, and when I say my vision's a little fuzzy, it is.
Right.
I'm not kidding.
I can see it. You're misidentifying the obvious fish in there and not misgendering our
misgendering
anglers.
our clientele. And no, I just really feel bad today. And the one thing is, I want to come in and do this because I really enjoy the viewer fishing report. You guys are awesome sending us those pictures, and it's fun to see what you're doing. We get to see you at the beginning of the trip, giving you bait. And
You're coming into the shop. You're
and
talking about the things you hope you're going to do, your desires, your wants.
with everybody
and then,
except John, because for some reason or other, John lately has been such a bummer. He's such a downer. If you...
you want me to take my emotional support electric drill over there?
Yeah, we're going to have to pretty soon.
I'll fix him up.
Yeah, he's been such a downer. I mean, he's got a lot of ailments, physical problems, and stuff like that. But everybody else is happy. We're all having a great time, and John is just a bummer lately.
Well, maybe
So-
he just needs a hug.
I think he gave me something. you
That's
know?
entirely possible.
I think he purposely sneezed on me or something.
You think he did it on purpose? I don't think I'd go that far. I mean,
Well, in the mood he's been in lately. Now you're sick.
well, you did just breathe over in my direction, so
I didn't blow anything.
Yeah.
Okay. I was faking it.
all the same.
And we're
I think
stuck
I'm
in a
gonna-
12 by 12 room. There's pretty much, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to Windex my hands all the same. Is there anything else that we need to discuss here, or can we play the music and get out of this thing? You just want to thank them for having sent us some photos and tell them to send us some more to whatever that email address was?
Frank at fishandfranks.com.
Oh, yeah, that email address.
And then thank you for putting in on the fishing report. We asked, where you were watching from, and we had reports from all over the place. And because we don't know, because when we're in the store, we get 3 to 5 people a day, talking about the podcast and everything and what's going on. But it's hard to tell if anybody besides, the local areas involved. And that was wonderful. Gave us hope for the future. We're slowly getting up there in subscribers.
Slowly.
But, hey, you can't have everything. And for those of you who are sticking with us, thank you guys. We appreciate it so much. And we will see you on the next one. Captain Josh Olive, Fish Coach, fishcoach.net. Fishin' Frank, owner of Fishin' Frank's Bait and Tackle in Port Charlotte. Hence the reason we do this area. But send us pictures from anywhere you go fishing. We'd love to find out what's going on in the world. Sometimes the view from inside the bait shop's pretty small. So
Yeah, but we're looking for that international activity going on. So if you happen to take an African safari and you wet a line, send us the photos. We want to see it.
I don't know. I was thrilled with Venice. The guy was like, send him from Venice. They sent him from the other coast.
Right.
I was happy as heck with that. So
Take what we can get.
we will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much.
Good night and sleep tight, we gotta go. We'll see y'all real soon for the next show. Till then, catch 'em up, tight lines, everyone. Fishin' Frank's Fishing Club, now our job is done.